And starting from NT4, we have server editions, we have workstation editions, we have enterprise editions again, we have terminal editions, and again, even the embedded kind of things where the operating system has also been introduced onto the kind of IoT kind of devices also with respect to the embedded operating system. And again, we have a different kind of classification on to like if we talk about the server edition, again we have a kind of web server edition, we have data center edition, we have enterprise edition. So if we talk about the web edition, because on this web edition, some of the services or features are disabled when we compare to the enterprise edition, like the removable remote storage and the fax services, or the kind of Active Directory environment, or the kind of support with respect to the remote installation services, or with respect to the smart cards. So some of the services are actually disabled when we talk about this web edition. And when we talk about the standard edition generally includes all the services of the kind of web edition, like which will support to install and configure the services with respect to web edition to host the internet services. Along with this, they also have this functionality of the UDDI and the internet authentication service and the internet connection firewall service, and which can be also made as the domain controller or the kind of network bridges. So these kind of features are available in the standard editions. And when we talk about the enterprise edition, again, this has all the features of the standard edition and also some more extra features with respect to the clustering part, where we can made the server clusters beyond 8 nodes. That means the servers, if you have the Windows Enterprise editions of 8 or more than that, the same enterprise servers, this can be made as a single cluster, where again there is a support with respect to the higher end processing power, and also we have the kind of support with respect to the 64-bit architecture, and also we have integration with respect to the meta directory of the Microsoft, and also we have hot add-on memory. That means whatever this hot add-on memory means, while the operating system is running, there is no need to shut down the server. While the system is running itself, we can remove the memory and we can add the memory also. So these kind of, I mean, that dynamic kind of behavior is available with or supported with respect to the operating system in this enterprise. And the other kind of thing is we have more onto the data center edition, where it is available for the data center OEMs, which includes the features of enterprise edition along with the kind of support of more RAM and more kind of sockets. Because let's say if I enable a particular kind of file sharing services on a Windows 10 operating system, because we discussed this, Windows 10 is a desktop operating system. But what happens is it has some limitation to the kind of sockets that are connected. That means at a time, let's say a 10 kind of connections I can make to that file sharing service. If there is some connections beyond 10 or 20, that operating system may not be support that, because it is a desktop operating system. So it has some limitations to the kind of connectivity with respect to the kind of sockets. Anyway, we will discuss what is this kind of sockets, because the kind of connections that is permitted by the operating system. But whereas this desktop or the server operating systems, they are designed to cater the needs to more and more kind of connections, because in terms of data center, we may be hosting a lot of web services, or we may be hosting a lot of file sharing content. So there may be a demand that more and more connections will be there or will be connected to these kind of services. So there is an increase with respect to Windows sockets. So that is where we have these additions with respect to the foundation or the kind of thing. We have standard edition, we have enterprise, we have data center, we have web server, we have high performance computing servers, and we have also based on the kind of titanium, based on the different kind of things. So whenever we consider the kind of comparison, again, based on the editions, we have what kind of parameters that are there with respect to the kind of virtualization that is supported, or the kind of operating instances that are permitted with respect to the processor, whether it is a single core on a processor, or whether it can utilize the fully multi-core kind of processor, or it is kind of multi-core or the multi-processors. Let's say we can have two processors with eight core for each processor. So what kind of processing power that can be fully utilized by the operating system, and what is the kind of maximum RAM that can be used, and what is the kind of whether the hot swapping of the RAM and CPUs is possible. So these kind of different kind of parameters can be taken into consideration to differentiate between the editions of the operating system. Again, this will be based on the kind of the licensing again that will be gone into the Windows operating systems. So again, these are some of the features with respect to that. We are not going much into the kind of functionality that are supported by this, but we have Active Directory kind of support. We have IIS, or the information Internet Information Services, where we can give the services for the web, and also we can make the servers as a DNS service, or the domain name service, or the DHCP services. So all these kind of services can be made as part of the Windows operating system. So this is how, or the kind of brief introduction to the Windows, as well as the with respect to desktop, and with respect to the server edition kind of thing. So with this, we'll be concluding with respect to the Windows operating system. So